Looking forward to today's discussion with a number of Indigenous leaders here as well.
How would you describe the state of internal trade, the discussions about getting that moving forward at this point?
Positive. You see numerous memorandum of understandings being signed, various pieces of legislation building on not only the Canadian Free Trade Agreement that we have and some of the exemptions that are being removed, but maybe a discussion today about moving forward with a little bit more expansive agreement, quite a bit more expansive agreement, being the New West Partnership, being extended to all provinces. And so these are all steps. They're steps in the right direction. We need to have free and open trade between our provinces. We need to have free and open trade on our continent with the U.S. and Mexico. And I would say that we were always a supporter of the freest and open trade that we can have globally, as Saskatchewan exports to over 160 countries each year.
You say these are steps, but are these steps moving quickly enough given the economic challenge many Canadians are feeling? Right?
Never quick enough, never far enough. But the important thing is that we keep taking steps.
Well, what response have you got from your fellow premiers on the offer you made last
We're going to discuss that here this week. Yeah.
Do you want Prime Minister Carney to retaliate with countermeasures that Trump makes us with 35% tariffs?
Well, the 35% tariffs is important to remember on non-USMCA compliant goods. In Saskatchewan, that's about 5% of what we export to the U.S. What I would say is maybe a heartier and healthier discussion is the challenge that we have in many industries, including agriculture in Saskatchewan, and some of the counter tariffs that we have on U.S. products coming in, steel coming in for storage bins in the ag industry, for example, are quite problematic for our industry. And so at the very outset of this discussion, and we need to be at the table, and we need to work through what is a very erratic stance coming from the President of the United States. But in saying that, if our original position was that tariffs imposed by President Trump are going to be painful to American families and American industry, the same holds true for counter tariffs and Canadians, and we're seeing that in Saskatchewan. So, I've never been a big proponent of increasing counter tariffs and that sort of thing. Let's all get to the table and let's find a way to renewed USMCA or renewed North American trade agreement.
How would you react to the Prime Minister's comment that any future deal looks like it will involve some form of tariff? Do you think that is the foregone conclusion?
Yeah, I think that's the reality of the situation. We have tariff and non-tariff barriers between our provinces. We have tariff and non-tariff barriers in the previous USMCA or NAFTA prior to that, or any of the global agreements that we do have exclusions, carve-outs, exceptions, exemptions, whatever you might call them. So that is the reality, that we won't get to zero on each and every topic. The goal is to get as close to zero on as many items that we possibly can. And I know that's the Prime Minister's goal as well.
All right, that's